It shouldn't come as a surprise that people in Wisconsin drink alcohol.
Well, but there's a fine line between having a drink and drinking too much. News 8 Now's Tyler Jobe joins us now in the studio to break it all down.
Well, Wisconsin ranks second in the country in terms of drunkest states. Data shows nearly 25% of adults in the state reported heavy drinking in 2018. According to county health rankings, nearly 27% of adults in the Crosse County reported excessive drinking that same year. And an expert at Gundersen Health System says the main reason why some people around here drink so much is that it's seen as being okay. The La Crosse area is filled with a culture where drinking alcohol is the norm.
Sometimes what seems socially normal and acceptable may snowball into something that's dangerous.
La Crosse County has a history of high alcohol use. Organizations like Gundersen Health System are educating the community about risky alcohol use to hopefully reduce high rates of alcohol consumption.
Any behavior that's putting yourself in jeopardy, I think that is what I think about when I think of risky.
Gundersen has published 4 reports about risky alcohol use, the most recent in 2017. College students and adults in the county drink the most. According to the study, 68% of college students reported drinking alcohol in a month-long time span. About 35% of college-aged kids reported binge drinking.
There's this social pressure and a need to feel welcome and fit in a certain group in a certain place, especially at a time when you're starting college and you're like finding your identity.
Psychiatrist Neil Brombutt says college students need to realize they can fit in without having to go out and binge drink.
That's really important.
The study also says about 28% of adults in La Crosse County binge drink. That's lower from Gundersen's 2015 report, but still higher than the national average.
There is more opportunity for adults to drink more steadily on a frequent basis. I think that in the college setting, it lends itself to more binge drinking just by virtue of the culture.
Brombutt says college and drinking don't have to go hand in hand, but changing the drinking culture takes time.
But there has to be a shift and a collective effort in wanting to do it and making it a win-win situation for everyone.
Heavy alcohol use can lead to deadly consequences, but that's less likely to happen when people don't let it get out of hand.
Just really that self-care is so important, and your mindset going into any of these situations.
Now, the study shows about 11% of high school students in the county already binge drink, which is actually down about 9% from 2010, and about 2% of middle schoolers say they drink excessively. There is no data on it yet, but Brombutt thinks the pandemic will make this drinking epidemic worse. And according to a 2019 report from the Population Health Institute, binge drinking costs the state money too, about $4 billion annually. Mike and Martha.
All right, thanks a lot, Tyler. Pepin County actually ranks among the highest excessive drinking counties in the state and nationwide. 29% of adults say they excessively drink.
Yeah, Great Rivers 211, though, is a great resource to contact if you're struggling with alcohol.